On that potential ceasefire deal, joining us now, Israeli government spokesman in the office of the Prime Minister, David Mencer. Really good to have you. Thank you for being with us. Is this a permanent deal or a temporary deal?
Look, the length of the ceasefire depends on what happens inside Lebanon. We will certainly, from Israel's point of view, adhere to the agreement, but we will also insist on the agreement being enforced. We will respond forcefully to any violation. So with the US's understanding, we will maintain the full freedom of military action. Yes, of course, we want our people to go home to their homes in sovereign Israeli territory. But if Hezbollah violates the agreement and tries to rearm, we will attack. If it tries to rebuild its terrorist infrastructure near the border, we will attack. And the Prime Minister's made crystal clear, if it launches rockets, if it digs tunnels, if it brings in truckloads of rockets, we will attack. We all want peace in this region, no one more than Israel, but we will respond forcibly to any violation of this agreement.
Does that go for the other side as well? If Israel comes back and rearms itself and resets for a possible future escalation in Lebanon, is that a violation of the agreement?
Of course not, Katie. Israel's a sovereign country, not a terrorist organization. We're talking about Hezbollah, a terrorist organization in my country, but also, last time I checked, in your country too, Katie. They're a terrorist organization. They're our enemy, but make no mistake, they're your enemy in the States as well. So we, of course, in Israel will defend ourselves. That's our right, like any other country in the world, to defend ourselves. But if this terrorist organization begins to prepare another attack against us, we will defend ourselves. Israel reserves that right.
Is this contingent upon the U.S. unfreezing weapons shipments, specifically those one-ton bombs that Israel had been using so effectively?
Well, look, the Prime Minister made clear just before, a couple of hours ago, that the reasons why this has happened now are three reasons. It's because we want to focus now on the Iranian threat. The Prime Minister didn't want to expand on that, but we know that Iran is preparing to create a nuclear weapon. We cannot let that happen. We will always make that our number one priority, because Iran say they wish to wipe this country off the face of the earth. Katie, when they say it, we believe it. And the second reason, of course, is to, yes, give our forces a breather and to replenish our stocks. And there have been big delays. The Prime Minister made that clear, that, yes, the US is our closest ally in the world. There are no two closer countries anywhere in the world, but there have been big delays in weapons and munitions deliveries. The Prime Minister made that clear. And these delays, we hope, will be resolved very, very soon. But really, the third reason for this ceasefire now is to separate, as the Prime Minister said, the fronts and isolate Hamas. From day two of this war, Hamas was counting on Hezbollah to fight by its side. That was a massive miscalculation. With Hezbollah now out of the picture, Hamas is left on its own, and Israel can increase our pressure on Hamas, get our hostages home, which is our sacred mission. It's our number one priority.
Has the cabinet ratified this deal? And if it does it mean that Israel is more likely to make a ceasefire deal with Hamas? I know Hamas has been stalling on this, but make a deal with Hamas, even though Hamas is not entirely eradicated, in the same way it's trying to make a deal with Hezbollah?
So the latest information just before I came on was that I saw it flash up on the television screen that the deal has been ratified by the cabinet. But let me be clear on Hamas, and the Prime Minister was very clear about this. We will complete the task of obliterating Hamas. There's no deal to be made with Hamas. Hamas want to be left standing. We cannot let that happen, because they will simply regroup and try to attack us. We're going to bring all of our hostages home, and we're going to ensure that Gaza no longer poses a threat to this country. And of course, as I said before, we're going to return our residents back home safely to their homes in the north. But Hamas is a terrorist organization. We've had tremendous success in shattering their battalions. Mohammed Daif, their leader, eliminated. Sinwar eliminated. We've taken out most of their leadership. We've killed around 20,000 of their terrorists. But Hamas will not be left standing. There is no scenario where Hamas are left in control of Gaza. The Prime Minister's made that crystal clear.
David Mencer, thank you very much. Israeli government spokesperson in the office of the Prime Minister. Appreciate your time, sir.